Good afternoon everyone. I hope you're all well and you're all safe. The sun is out in some places. I've been watching the lovely comments. It's a bit cold in some places, but it is sunny in most, I believe. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Tony Darroch and I'm a guest presenter over on Create and Craft. And the studio is all about inspiring yourselves. You inspire me, I try and inspire you, and it's that big circle that goes around and we all look after each other. It's amazing. Thank you for joining me again. We are here every day unless I'm live over on Create and Craft, and it's a lovely place to come. It's a lovely community where we all care, share and inspire one another. If you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to click the subscribe button, and over on Facebook I always post the finished make that we make in studio, and whoever comments on live studio here or comments over on Facebook could be in with a chance to win a studio make. We have had lots of winners of our fabulous makes in studio, and may it long continue. Just wanted to tell you all, as you all know, you've all been chatting about it, Captain Tom has raised millions of pounds. How cool is that? And I can see that some of you are making cards for him, which is fabulous. I think we will be doing the same, myself and Tom. An amazing achievement for the NHS. I'm so proud and so pleased. So it's a thank you from us and probably a thank you from you guys as well at home. So in today's studio we are going to be using some of our earlier products, so you might have them already. If you don't have the products, you can buy them if you want to. All you need to do is pop FBL into the search engine on our website and all the products are there that we use. But have a look in your stash, you might have something that will serve the purpose and you will just be able to get the inspiration from today's show. I'm not going to talk about anything else. I have a list of things to go through, but I'm going to go through them while I am doing the demo for you, because it's quite a long one and it's something different. So before, can you remember when we did the craft along with the orange paper pad and we did like a note wallet thing for some money and stuff like that? Well, we're going to do something similar today, but we're going to use these two lovely products. So we're going to be using the orange 8x8 pad, and you can see mine is well loved, very thin, there's not much left in there, and my Pretty Penny lily panel, and this did sell out when it went to TV, but it is back in stock and I didn't get an opportunity to show you it before, so I am going to show you now. And it's fabulous in the sense that now that we're here live every single day, I'm having the capability to show you my other brands. So Pretty Penny, Imala, and I've been able to dip my toe in a lot of the other areas where traditionally we wouldn't be able to do it. So being here every day is helping me and digging out some of my stuff and getting them used. So thank you everybody. Like I say, if you don't have the products, don't disappear. You might have something that will work at home. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a wallet type thing with some cards and note cards, but it's going to be a little bit different today. So if you want to craft along, I have done no cutting before time. I'm just going to tell you what the measurements are if I have any measurements, but you will be able to do this at home. It's super easy. So is there anything else? Yep. The HD button on your YouTube channel, don't forget to click that one. It does improve your viewing when you are watching. You'll get less buffering and a better picture, so don't forget to click the HD button. A lot of you did see the benefit of that yesterday. So good afternoon our lovely faces, Enid, Viv, Pat, Tracy, Kathleen, Anne, Helen, Lindsay, Amanda. Welcome everybody, thank you for tuning in again. It's lovely to see you all. It is super exciting when I read the comments, because a lot of you say, oh, I wait all day for this. It's super exciting. I love it when we do the countdown. So it is lovely for you to tune in every single week. So first of all, let's get started with our little wallet. And the reason why I've done this is because it's slim, it's lightweight, and it'll be super easy to post to a friend, a loved one. So if you are able to get to the post office, please don't go out if you have health issues though, stay at home. But if you are able to get out or have somebody who is able to get out for you, you could post a friend a lovely card just to, you know, say that you're thinking about them, or just a little something to say hi. It's tough times at the moment. So I have this piece of card here, so it's a white piece of card. Just an A4 piece of white card, no measuring or anything like that. and then I have my scoreboard. So I'm just going to tell you what I scored this piece of white cardstock at. So I just popped it into my Eureka scoreboard here. It's just an A4 piece of card. I haven't cut it, so just grab a piece of A4 card out of your stash. And I scored 2 score lines down the centre at 5.5 and 6 1/10 of an inch. So basically it's the notch after 6, okay? Super easy. So 5.5 and then the notch after 6, just in case people don't understand the inches. So 5.5 and 1 notch after 6, and that's going to give us this lovely like book with a little bit of a gusset on there. Can we see that there? There we go. And it's going to be even at both sides, okay? So if you do want to craft along, make sure you make a note of what I've just said. You can rewind, I don't disappear, it's always there for you. Hi everyone, Lindsay, Leslie, Annette, hi sweetheart. Just to let you all know, Sending Sunshine has been sent today. Took a few hours, but they have been sent today. So some happy post on the way to you guys with your lovely stencils and things like that. So I can't wait to see all your lovely makes. They have been sent today. So I'm just going to sit down. And what we're going to do is, first of all, let's decorate the first inside of our lovely book on here. So ahead of time, I have cut some pieces of paper. And as you can see, I never measure. If you want to watch when we did our wallet over on, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, we did a craft along together, you'll see that I don't measure, I just like mark it with my finger and then I cut it with my guillotine. And that's exactly what I've done with this inside of this wallet here. I haven't measured it in any way, I've just absolutely gone for it. So the card weight that I'm using is 250 GSM. You would get away with 220. I wouldn't say anything less because it might get crushed in the post, unless you do a nice box, and I've shown you how to do a quick and easy box as well, so that's a good idea. You could do a box for it. So these pieces that we've got here, I am going to just stick into the centre of my book. And what I've done is I've cut a really little slim piece as well to decorate the spine area, because I just think it looks a little bit more detailed if you have the time to decorate the spine. So let's do the front left. Like so. Let's do the spine part. These are so easy to make. What I would say is probably make a few. Get all your papers out. Let's get these lovely papers that we've all got in our stash out and get them used. There's no good smelling them. And you know, including myself as companies, we're bringing out new stuff all the time. So there's no good saving it for best, because best will never come. Perfect opportunity to get them out. So we've got our lovely 2 panels on there. So we have, so the inside in a sense is decorated. Now obviously I keep it quite basic because I don't have lots of time. But you could make it as extravagant as you wanted to. You don't have to follow suit. I'm just here to maybe try and inspire you a little bit. But I know you all do a great twist on what I do anyway, because I see it all on Eureka fan page. And some of them are like, whoa, they look super cool. Right, so you can see there, that's like the inside. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're also going to decorate the outside, but we're going to do it a little bit different. So I've just turned my artwork over here. And what we're going to do is this book is going to have a lovely bow closure. So I've got 2 pieces of, it's like a organza maybe, satin, organza more like. And it's just in keeping with the papers I've got. This is just from my stash. So I'm going to create a lovely ribbon closure on here. So it's going to be on the outside. So I've turned my book over onto the plain side. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop some tape on here, and I'm just going to pop that ribbon onto that tape if it'll allow it to stick. There we go. What I would say is don't just put ribbon just on a little space here, because when people come to tie the bow, it'll just pull out. So, you know, go halfway into your cardstock, and then you know the chances of people pulling it out are pretty slim. So I'm going to go to this side as well, and I'm just going to add some tape. I'm just going to get my other piece. San Diego, California. Welcome, Elaine. Oh, it's lovely for you to visit us, sweetheart. We love to see new faces. Is it sunny in California? Please do let us know. And I hope you're safe, sweetheart. So there we have our two sort of ribbon pieces on there. So we know what when we come to close our book, we're going to have a closure on that. Probably too long, but it's better to go long and be able to trim them down. So ahead of time, I've already cut our outside pieces. We can see this here. Oops, just dropping my banner piece there, like so. So let's stick this down. And this is where you just need to give some consideration into what ribbon you use. This is not a bulky ribbon, it's just like a sheer ribbon. If you use a chunky one, it's going to have a big bump in your cardstock. So maybe you want to 3D the cardstock if you're going to have a chunkier ribbon. So it's just food for thought, is that one. So I'm just going to pop this here, and this hides our ugly makings of the ribbon underneath. Can we see that then? Give that a good old push down and it'll hold it in place, and we have our leg there for our lovely closure. And then the same on this side. So all this is from an A4 piece of card. Okay, it's no fancy measuring, no fancy shapes or anything like that, just an A4 piece of card. And then we just push that on that ribbon part there, give it a good old push down, make sure it's lovely and secure. If you have like corner punches and things like that, you could round the corners and just, you know, just elevate it a little bit better. But what I try and do in studio is I try and keep it not as basic as possible, but I know people are on limited supplies, so I would rather play it down in studio and you use what you've got in your stash to make it more extravagant, rather than do it too extravagant and it be off-putting for the people that don't have the products. Everybody's got paper and card in the stash, haven't they? Maybe a little bit of ribbon. So there we have our lovely, so there's the inside there, and then you've got your back side as well. And we've got our beautiful ribbon closure, so when we come to do something fancy, it's going to look quite pretty. I'm just reading the comments now. Oh, she's had 10 days of rain in California and she's on lockdown as well, like us. Okay, well, stay safe, sweetheart. We're all trying to stay safe and stay positive. Right, so let's move. I've just made a mistake. Oh, crucial mistake too, and I'll explain in a second. That's me being a giddy kipper. Anyway, we will come back to it. I'm just going to stand up. So I'm just going to set this one aside and I'm going to grab the die. Now the die in itself, when you get the die, it comes with this part here, which makes the decorative elements stay within the card. You get the piece that takes it out of the card, and you also get the third die, which creates your beautiful coordinating mat and layer. Okay, so first of all, let's cut this into this white cardstock. Just get my tape. I'm just going to bob it on here, one inside the other. Do make sure you tape them down so they don't sit on top of each other, because you will ruin your die. So let's just grab my plates. And we'll just run this through the machine. As you can see from my plates here, I have popped it on an angle, and they say that popping it on an angle helps you get a cleaner cut. And I find it does work. So if you have got big dies with detail in there, maybe pop them on an angle. So just a quick update then, we are still getting emails, queries, questions. It is just taking us some time to get through them. And that's just simply because, as you can appreciate, we've got no staff. They're all working from home. So all the jobs that are normally given to dedicated staff given to us. So we are doing everything, packing all your orders and things like that. So things are just getting prioritised, but we are getting through them all. So if you have something that's really important and pressing and you're a little bit worried, by all means, email us again. But if you have sent something and it's not being answered yet, just be patient. We are honestly getting round to doing them all for you. So when you take this one out, so you remove that outline there, because that's what's taking it out of my card, just to get rid of that tape. Set that aside. And then when you take it out of your card, such a beautiful die. Twist my die around, careful, careful. And you get this, look, this beautiful detail on there. Can we see that there? So you could pop some pattern behind some gold, and this area has been filled in so you can pop a sentiment on there, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So let's just move that aside. Now if you cut again, those paper piece, you could paper piece that back into another, so you get 2 cards for the price of 1. The name of the die is called Lily Panel. If you pop FBL into the search engine on our website, all the things that I use in studio are always on there for you, so you haven't to go hunting for it. So let's move our die out of the way, and I'm going to show you, I have already done a little bit of work ahead of time, and I'll show you how amazing it looks if you leave it in a card as well, because I've done one. So I'll just set that aside. So on here, I'm going to pop a sentiment on here. Now I've got the word thanks, and I've just taken this one out of one of the new stamps from Craft Academy. We have our new Craft Academy stamp launching on Monday. Please don't worry if you haven't got the other one. We won't start until everybody's got their stamp. So I've got thanks, and I'm just going to, sorry about the headshot, I'm just going to lean in, and I'm just going to pop it up this side. Like so. Can we see that there? So it's like on a side rather than your traditional upright. I do like things to be a little bit different. Got a little mark on them. So ahead of time, I cut the matten layer that comes with that die in gold, and this is what happens when you pop it onto the gold. Can we see that there? So super, super beautiful. If you paper piece these lilies back in pink and the green parts and the buds, it would look stunning. It's crazy, isn't it, Tracy? I get it. It's funny because I was just saying to Tim before we came live, because we're live every single day now, honestly, it is giving me the time to venture into iMala and Pretty Penny. You know, we put all these designs together, but I never get time to play with them at all. So it's lovely in that sense, really. But I'm not here to hard sell, as you all know. If you like them, you can buy them, but you've probably got something in your stash. And please don't overspend. So I'm just popping some tape behind here, just random. I'm just going to mat and layer this onto this lovely gold here. Now, looking at that sentiment, it would have looked fabulous in gold embossing, wouldn't it? In keeping with the rest of the card, with the oranges and tones. But, you know, I'm happy to go with it. So, I've also got another layer, okay? And this layer is going to sit behind here. Can you see that there? So already our card is coming together, but it's not a card. And I'll tell you why in a second. So I have this coordinating ribbon, which is going to coordinate with our book. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn this over. Yeah, Holly, I've done the orders this morning, sweetheart. Can you just answer me a quick question? Have you been refunded for that die because it was out of stock? Because I have not sent your order today and have left you a message regarding that to let you know it is back in stock, and I can send you it if you still want it. So I will deal with that for you, Holly, don't worry about it. I will be in touch. So there we go. Can we see there we've got like a band around our back panel on there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop some pads behind this one. Not too many, because I haven't got a lot. Yep, Holly, sweetheart, I've sorted it for you. Don't worry, I'll be in touch after studio. So I'm just going to pop 6 pads behind this one. Like so, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this onto our back piece. I'll just stand up. Like so. So already, oh, it'd help if it was a little bit straight, wouldn't it? There we go. Manipulate it a little bit. And then let's just tidy our station. So it's already coming together. Yeah, so what's basically happened is Dean didn't realise the stock had come back in and it was in the back, and because me nor Tim had brought it to the front, Dean wasn't aware that it had come back in stock, and obviously we're not in the building at the same time, so we have to wait for them to leave the building before we enter to keep it a sterile place. So, but I will deal with it for you, sweetheart, and anybody else who has been waiting for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you what my plan was, and I have messed it up, but whilst I've been talking I have been problem solving as well. So ahead of time I cut 2 panels from some white cardstock. I didn't measure, I just got a piece of white cardstock. I'll just show you. So I just got a piece of white cardstock and I just took a big slither off this end, and I think it's 2 inch. So just a piece of white cardstock. I took 1 2-inch slither and another 2-inch slither just off the long piece of an A4 piece of card. And this was the plan, and it is still going to be the plan because I'm going to rectify it live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a panel on either side. Can we see this here? Like so. And this is going to hold some of our gifts that we're going to put inside for somebody. Okay. Just reading the comments. Picked up your dirty water. I do that all the time. I dip my paintbrush in my coffee all the time. So I just wanted to show you then, if you leave the die inside the card blank, you get this effect. So no mat and layering, just a card, and I've just popped some gold card behind there. Can we see that there? So ahead of time I did one in gold, and I've used all the pattern papers from the lovely stash. I've used the wood grainy one, and then I used the lovely floral one behind there. Can we see that there? So 3 lovely cards. I haven't popped any sentiments on there though, and the reason why I've left them blank is so whoever wins them can stamp their own sentiments for whoever it's appropriate for. And you can do the same as well. So if you are thinking about selling these as like gift wallets with handmade cards and envelopes so people can make cards, you just leave them blank, and then you can coordinate them when you're ready, or personalise them, should I say. That would probably be the better word. So there's 3 cards that I did ahead of time, and what's going to happen is these are going to go behind this belly band. So you can see now why we've created our gusset in the centre, because these are going to go here. Let's just move everything out of the way so you can see what's going on. And then I did the coordinating envelopes with the postcards from the back of the paper pad. Now, if you haven't got the paper pad, you could use a stamp, or you could just maybe put some lines in with the rulers if you wanted to. So these are going to go on this side. Can we see that there? We can see what's going on, can't we? So basically, all I'm going to do is I'm going to create a belly band, which is going to house our work. Now, the thicknesses are different. The cards are thicker than the envelope, so we need to do one at a time. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn my artwork around here. Oops. And my belly band that I've cut, I'm just going to pop it off to the side slightly, like so, and then I'm just going to pick up my artwork. if it allows, like so. And then I'm just going to bend it around my card. Now you all know I don't score, I don't measure, I just absolutely go for it. So I'm going to wrap it around that part. Get that crease line down this side here, can we see that there? That crease line there. And then I'm going to hold it in place and wrap around this side. Now can you see where my mistake was? These makings here were meant to be hidden behind there. Oh dear, nightmare here. But I'm still going to go for it. I'm just going to cover it with some paper. So now I've got my belly band there. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to get rid of the envelopes. I'm going to pop it back on in place because I know it's the right width for my envelopes. Are we all enjoying this demo? Or is it too much? I said it was something different today. Yeah, it would look beautiful in your pink paper pad, that's right. So I'm just going to pop some tape under the flaps here. And this side as well. And then I'm just going to turn it over. I'm going to hold it in place where I've done those score lines. And I'm just going to stick it in place there. Make sure it's level. There. And there. Can we see that there? So I have my lovely belly band. And I have my coordinating embellishment, which I've cut ahead of time. So here we go, look. We see that there? So let's pop that on there. Oh, my tape pen's on its way out. I don't know. So let's pop this one on our belly band here. Can we see that there? Sorry for the head. There we go. And that's all stuck in place. So then we can pop our lovely coordinating envelopes in. Can we see that there? Looks quite pretty, doesn't it? So let's just take them out for now. Let's do the same with our cards. So I'm going to come to this section now. I'm going to put my cards in place, give them a good score line. This has only got 3 cards and 3 envelopes. I think you would get away, because of the thickness here, I think that you would get away with maybe 5, okay? I've just done 3, but you would get away with 5, okay? So let's just make life easy for myself. So hold them in place, get my piece of card, pop it over where I'm going to be slotting them under. And then pick my artwork up, and then I'm just going to bend it across the top like so. Then we'll turn it around, hold it in place, and bend it over like so. And this way as well, you don't end up with like a baggy belly band, should we say. So I'll take my cards out. You can see there's a hump in there, and that's great because obviously that is what sort of gusset, is that the word, is needed to hold those cards in place. So I'll turn my artwork over, pop some glue. Oh, that's no good, is it? Let's get another tape pen. Like so, and then just make sure it's in the right place. I'm just going to turn my artwork over so I've got it in the right place, and then where those score lines are, about there, we'll stick that down there, and we'll stick that one down there. Try and get it as level as possible. And then we've got our lovely coordinating banner, which is going to tie it all together. So I would say, if you are doing this at home, make sure you do the whole inside before you touch the outside, and you won't have this problem. Okay, because I'm going to have to hide that now. I'm going to have to cut some paper and hide that, which is fine, but it is frustrating when you've had it all planned, and then there we go. So we have our two lovely panels there for our gifts. So let's sort out the horrible mess at the front. So I don't think I've got any of that paper left, which is going to kill me, literally. Has anybody got any pages that can borrow me? It is a well-loved paper pad. Have I got my 12 by 12 to hand? Let's just see. I have. This has probably got none in either as well. and my second favourite's also gone, and my third favourite's also gone. So we're gonna have to go, oh, it's not a full sheet. So let's go plain. It has to be orange though. Let's go this one. So don't make the same mistake at home. So now I'm having to cover that beautiful paper, albeit I could probably get away with adding like a banner or another belly band or of some form. Could I get away with that? No, I'm just going to cover it, but I think you would be able to get around it by popping a belly band or something pretty around. Yep, that's right, Elaine. Maybe we could make great Christmas card ones, wouldn't it? For somebody who, Christmas cards in one side and then the lovely envelopes in the other side. So let's just cover my makings here. So as you can see, it's just showing you actually, I never measure. So I'm just going to pop this onto there like so. Can we see that there? Make sure it hides that makings, and then one on the bottom here, like so. Can we see that there? And then I'm just going to pop my tape pen over and hide my mistake. Hide that lovely paper. Oh my gosh. So I do need to pop one on the back, but I'm not going to bore you with cutting it. I'll do it for the person who wins it. And I'll have a cry about it when I go off air about covering my nice pretty papers. So let's just pop this one on here. So anyway, we'll cover the front and make sure you give it a nice score line so it's nice and clean and tidy. And then you have the beautiful inside on there. Can we see that there? And we will do the back side as well. So let's put it all together. So we have our lovely 3 handmade cards. Make sure you glue all these pieces down. Don't want them to get caught in there, look, which sit beautifully in there. You could die cut a sentiment or whatever you wish on there. And then we have our beautiful envelopes. Down this side too, and then you come to close it, and because you've got that fabulous gusset on there, look how neat and tidy it looks. It looks really, really pretty. And then our beautiful card that we made on the front, can we see here? So I think I could have got away with putting a panel down there, you know, because it looks like there's a panel anyway, doesn't it? I could have got away with that. But make sure you don't make the same mistake at home. So let's stick this one flat. Oops. I'm going to pop some glue on this one too, just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. I think it's really pretty that you can decorate the front of your book and the inside coordinate as well. Make sure it's straight. And I've also cut a bow. So if you have glue dots, you can obviously use your glue dots, but for speed, I am just going to pop this. Shall we pop it in that way? Yeah. Like so, and then you can tidy it up or cut the legs down. You're going to have to cut the legs down on that one, it's far too big, but you get the idea there, don't you? So how fabulous is that? I'll just show you there. Just keep it in place. So there we go. And then on the inside, let's quickly show you on the inside. This would be a lovely gift for somebody to just open, wouldn't it? And then on the inside you have your beautiful cards and your beautiful envelopes. You could put some handwritten letters in there. You could put anything in there you wanted to, couldn't you? So the world is your oyster, guys. Get your papers out, get your pretty panel dies out. Not pretty penny, pretty panel, because you will have panel dies in your stash, I'm certain of it. And make something different rather than your traditional everyday card. I hope you like that one. I enjoyed making that one. I will have a cry after show though about my mistake. You know, I tell you guys at home not to be harsh on yourselves. I am the world's worst. So a couple of things I need to tell you about then before you do go. We are launching the next week 2 of Craft Academy on Monday, so make sure you tune in for that one. Please don't worry if you haven't got the first stamp. We don't start the tuition till the following Friday. So it's all on check. We're all up to speed. Something to tell you about though, next week I am on Create and Craft with a 4-day deal. And it's not got any stamps in it, I don't think, not any new stamps anyway, and it's not got any new dies. It's all about stencils, something a little bit different, and I will be showing you in studio what will be live over on Create and Craft. So thank you so much for tuning in. As always, the sun is shining. Have a lovely afternoon, and I will see you all tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Stay safe, stay cozy, take care everyone. Bye bye.